2022. Aaron LeBras, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'll call the meeting to order and ask for a roll call for attendance, please.
Mike McDonald,
Present.
Bruce Pearson.
Here.
Ed Brakefield.
Here.
Chris Barnett, absent. Ken Van Horn. Here. Jack Curtis.
Here.
Margaret Payne. Lori Bergeau. Tanya Wapple.
Here.
Roberta Habowski. Ann Kelch. Mike Flood. We have 6, but we don't have representatives from Oregon.
Okay, so
We don't have any money.
well, if we're not changing the budget or anything, we've done it in the past, we'll go ahead and do that. Consider this meeting in order then. Respect to the flag. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The board has before it a proposed agenda. Are there any questions, changes, corrections, additions, deletions? If none, a motion to approve would be in order.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Who's second?
Ken, second.
Okay. All in favor of the motion to approve the agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Pay attention, guys. Okay. The board's received the minutes of our Thursday, February 10th meeting. Are there any changes, corrections, etc.? If none, a motion to approve the minutes would be in order.
Also move.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of approval of the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, director's report.
Good afternoon. Rides for February were 24.11, and we had one snow in February. Our current cost per ride is $39.97, and our cost per mile is $2.77 based on our rides today. We're still down slightly to our pre-COVID numbers. Downtown Trolley Express has been a big hit, taking 853 riders in February. I've attached the billing that I gave to the DDA, which totaled a little over $2,500 for February. We tried to hook up a tracker to the trolley, which would allow anyone to track where it's going on a map, using an app. And it worked at first, but it stopped and we're not sure, so we're looking into another solution. But so far, it's enjoying the trolley, and our drivers are getting really great responses so far. Currently, they're running Thursdays from 4 to 9 and Saturdays noon to 9. But watch the DDA site on Facebook for updates. They are adding some Fridays and longer hours, and on St. Patrick's Day, they're open until 10 tonight, and their website should keep you up to date. The first edition of the Noted newsletter came out. I'm very grateful for all the hard work that James Smith did. He's a driver for NODA. He's currently in Arizona, and he's been willing to work on it while he's on vacation. Veronica, our dispatcher, has also been doing a lot of work with me on Facebook and helping James in the newsletter. I hope you guys enjoy it. Our ballot numbers for the NODA ballot language should be coming in late March or early April. Talking to Shannon Ward from the Oakland County tax specialist. She said that then we would just have to have it approved by the individual townships in April so that it can be sent to the county by April 26th. So it'll be kind of a tight time frame. We are a little bit early on this because our current tax roll goes through 2023, which means we actually collect December 23 into 24. But it sounds like she said I would find it to do that and just estimate on what you think that those tax rolls are. So I just let you know I was ahead of the game a little bit, but I guess better than early than late.
The timing, as we talked about, the timing is good to do.
So, yeah. Auburn Hills decided to draw a smart by 2 vote, and they decided to run for their own village of Gaffendale in August. So they're going to create a system similar to ours, primarily seniors disabled. We qualified for employee pension tax credit of $109,763. which was done by Dan Fiedelkorn. He's a tax specialist that I work with through the other firm that I work for. And it's running about 4 to 6 months out before we can expect a check from the IRS. Dan usually charges a 15% fee. He's only gonna charge us 10% based on that's handled after it comes in. But he said if we get enough referrals, it'll be free. So if any of you guys are, it's free money out there, so it's qualifies for all the townships, municipalities. If you had any dividend income in any of those quarters, we'll redo the tax, the net ones for that quarter. It kind of depends on if you have PPP loans. He has like a spreadsheet that he works all those numbers in. So if you guys are interested, it's worthwhile looking into. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. If you want this approved in April, you have to have it to me by April 7th.
April 7th.
Yes, otherwise you'll miss the April board meeting.
When is your heirs is on the
13th.
okay.
To get it out in the package, it has to go out by April 7th.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments on the director's report? If none, a motion to receive and file would be in order.
So moved.
That's like, Kim got it.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the receive and file motion for the director's report, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, public comments? I don't see any public here, so.
Where's Cody?
We'll move on. At this time, we're going to have a privileged communication with the NODA authority attorney regarding former employment personnel questions. So I'm going to ask for a motion to close the regular meeting and go into closed session. And I appreciate a motion and a second and a roll call on that.
I'll make the motion that we go into closed session.
I'll second that.
Is it 4:38?
We'll be in closed session, so you can.
Is approval of financial activity and approval of the bills. So a motion to receive and file the financial activity would be in order.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to receive and file the financial activity. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. It's informational, so do we usually vote? Just all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, the next item is approval of the bills for February in the amount of $45,557.64. Is that right, Lynn?
That's right.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve those bills?
I'll make that motion to approve the bills. Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve the bills in the amount already set. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Pearson.
Yes.
Wakefield.
Yes.
Van Portley.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Bordeaux.
Yes.
Waffle.
Yes.
McDonald.
Yes. Okay. Under old business, there is a trolley update. The numbers, or the usage is in the packet. Did you have anything you wanted to lay out for us, Linda, or are we all set?
Yeah, we're all excited. I put it on the agenda just in case anybody wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
There is an issue with drivers right now, so, I talked to Pam from Lake Orion Bus. Her husband's a driver here, and she runs Lake Orion Bus. She's gonna ask John Fitzgerald from schools to see how much it would cost to have one of our drivers that want to get the CDL training trained with them, because they have a program there. And then it's just like $200 for tests and classic and county. So we'll get those prices, and because there's a few of our drivers that are interested, but they need to have the air brakes, bar endorsement, CDL, and passenger enforcement, so.
We wouldn't need a lot, every driver would not. I
No,
mean,
there's just one or two.
we'd set one number
Right,
for,
one or two.
and that's it, because it would be strictly for trolley operation.
The CDL would be,
Yeah.
right, exactly, and it just sounds like, it's amping up for the summer, the use is gonna probably go
Gonna
up
keep
instead of
going?
down, and I think, it probably makes sense to have a few people trained in case, especially right now, we just have one to rely on,
Right.
so.
Does the board wish to consider giving provisional authorization, or do you need it for training? This is something new, where we're training drivers and spending money, but if we're gonna spend it, we should be authorized to spend it, I'm thinking, or does that fall within some part of?
Right now, I'm charging everything to the DDA relating to the trolley, so I can then ask them if they'd be willing to do that. I've also asked Pam if there's any current CDL drivers that are interested in doing the trolley, so she's gonna put a notice out to them as well, so. Right now, I'm putting all trolley costs to the DDA in William because they've got a couple donors, so.
Right.
I
Sounds
even have-
good, say no more.
Right, so right now I'm doing that, and then
Okay.
one of our drivers, who does a lot of woodwork, sanded and stained and polyurethane the trolley outside last week. It looks better, it looks really good, so just charging his time. I got the trolley.
Well, make
so,
sure you
yeah.
tell them we said thanks.
Yeah, I took a lot of pride in it.
It is
looks
good.
like, so.
Okay, is that it then?
I had a couple items to bring up. One is that we have two seasonal drivers of CDLs who might be interested in getting the extra hours on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if John isn't able to help you with driver training, CDL training, we should consider looking at that as well for you.
Oh, you guys.
That's
do
what we
that
did
as well?
with our employees. We called and have them go through, so just so you know if that's a possibility.
Well, if you
The
have-
other, pardon?
If you have some drivers that are interested.
They might be. I'm just saying, there's two young people. The other thing is, we had a meeting, the village, Lake Lorraine and Oxford DDA had a meeting with Mike Beck and Jen Zelinski and their finance, or their marketing, there's a great name, but Ken and I, regarding funding of the trolley and looking at working, collaborating with the DDAs to look at continuing having the trolley proceed even up to having 4 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's in discussions at this point. Granted, the drivers are an issue that we'll be looking at, but there's a very popular and there's people willing to continue with funding, and we're working through that. And there was some talk too, a question about the maintenance of the current vehicle and whether we should be perhaps looking at a different vehicle, maybe, I don't know, you could tell us that. But then I also had one of our restaurant people in Oxford saying, we need to have a trolley running opposite ways so that my customers don't have to wait 45 minutes for a trolley to come back.
Having two, you mean having two trolleys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 45 minutes?
It should be 25 minutes unless she has to stop and use the bathroom or something, that's generally 25 minutes.
So anyway, it's very popular, a
Yeah.
lot of support financially and ridership wise. It's, it was reported that Kelly, well, she got an before Oxford here, but Kelly said that in Oxford, their social media increased by 600%. From people becoming aware of, there's a village north of Lake Lorraine. And vice versa, getting back. So I'm sure it's very popular today, when it's running today, till 10 o'clock.
I was just gonna ask, you might wanna contact the school bus dispatch, because I think they are all CDL, and they have air brakes on all the buses. There might be somebody there who might wanna pick up some hours.
That was Pam who I talked to today.
Oh, you did
That's
already?
Pam,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she said that she could, and she's the one who did the training for the Lake Lorraine schools.
Oh, well, Oxford though here.
Oh, Oxford, yeah, I just checked with her. 'Cause I-
Yeah, Oxford, just check with Oxford here too. 'cause,
Yeah. And Ann, is it Ann?
Yeah.
In Oxford, okay.
If I could add just a little bit, in the scenario that Joe Young was talking about earlier, that's businesses in the village community. And we've had quite a few of them say, hey, look, I want to get involved, I want to put some money into the pot.
That's great.
Yeah, so guys can be learning, this is a great program that's
still developing synergies, everything. It's gonna go a long ways. But I've watched that trolley frequently, and like I know the rider numbers that we've got, 853 for February. Quite often I see it about a third full to a half full. I expect that to triple, double, triple easily. I've started some predictions of my own, saying that it could reach as many as 4,500 riders a month.
I think the summer is really gonna see a peak, and like Chris Burnett's renting it for an event too, so, you know, on a day we're not using it, so then, you know, if you guys have other events coming up, if you wanna, keep that in mind as well. 'Cause it has a lot more capability of taking more people than our current vehicles, so.
Well, the bottom line though is that we provide the driver and the coach. And we work with one entity. So I don't want to see that get confused in the process of trying to bring in village management, township management. Let's keep it simple and direct and straightforward. So if there is a request or a change, it should naturally flow through Lynn and then come to us.
It will.
It will.
It's just a contract.
It's just a contract with
Right,
the special.
right. Exactly. But
And anything that we're doing, the DDAs are in full knowledge. Right.
Have you started looking at finding another one in case it comes up? I mean, we just happen to be lucky with this one, right?
Right, because Smart had it and was available, so I have not really until someone tells me.
we kind of put a 2-month thing on it to see how it goes and how it works out. Obviously, it sounds like it's doing great.
Well, it's funded through June already.
Well,
Well,
there's actually potentially through December.
Pardon?
Potentially through December.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
And next year.
right,
I'd just like to add, this is the way it's supposed to work.
right,
You got the input of the local businesses,
exactly.
and they're supporting it along, and everybody is benefiting, and the taxpayers aren't on the hook for it, okay? But it's benefiting everybody, so this is the way we envisioned it should have worked to begin with, so we're very happy about it.
okay, if there's no more comments on the trolley, we kind of covered ballots already a little bit, but Lynn, anything further you're
Just
looking for?
I wanted to find the dates of the meeting, so I know, because it's gonna be a crunch. Because she said it's either the end of March, beginning of April is when those numbers come, so it's gonna be really less than an vacation till the 3rd. So,
Oh, no vacations.
yeah, spent that week right there, so it would be a little nervous. Do you
So
know when
you-
is your?
That would be Bruce and-
Mine is the third Monday of April,
Okay,
and I have one this Monday, but it's not on my agenda.
right. And then, I'll have to find out more, because you're not here. All right, okay.
Okay, I think we've done all we can with
That's
that.
all we can do.
So we'll move on to new business, of which there is none that I'm aware of.
Extension?
Oh.
What is it?
That's
I
got
did
the
it,
wrong agenda. Yeah, I got it, thanks. Okay, Lynn, you want to make a presentation?
Absolutely. So Mike, PYP Ventures, approached me and, first he thought he wanted to get out of the lease because he's expanded and business, but, he's come back now and said he wants to now extend the current lease and is wanting to know if we can kind of firm up what that agreement's going to be, because he has a partner that's a little anxious about what the future is and wants to kind of know that they have a plan in place, otherwise they feel like they're leave. And so, he's just asking the board, they are asking if you'd be open to options to renew for up to 10 years. I know this sounds crazy to wait too long, but I guess if you guys are open to it, then that would be great. If not, maybe just an option to renew for another 3. So, that's,
Do they want to end this lease early? Or is that they want
just
us,
an extension.
they want an extension for a year away, basically?
And what, right?
Well, that's what I'm.
Well,
putting
they're
to
leaving it
the board.
open-ended.
Right,
They're gonna
so,
see what we're
obviously,
doing.
I'm kind of asking the board for guidance on that, and what, right now they're paying $4.80 a square foot, plus they're paying, it's triple net, but they're only paying $2,400, up to $2,400 for extra stuff like maintenance and stuff like
space.
The landscaping, the snow plowing, the maintenance like on the blacktop and all that stuff, so it's capped at that amount, so I feel like that's a little low too. And like I said, I think we can at least make.
What did you think the normal, what did, you said something about what
In
the
LoopNet?
normal rates around here are?
So, the only one that I saw in LoopNet was Legacy, that was $15, but that's a different type of environment. There's, the closest ones I could find like are in Auburn Hills. There are some for $7 or $8 a square foot. So that would be like the cheapest end up to like $12. So I would say somewhere in that range.
Well, I'd like to suggest, and maybe the council, the board would see merit in it, that we should give Lynn direction to talk with local commercial realtors and get back to us
Okay.
on it with a recommendation or suggestions, and unless you need something more than that from us.
No, I was looking really for if you had contacts. You know, I know Carl.
I was gonna say Carl, he's on our advisory board of Clubhouse.
Right, he's the only one that I know of, so if there's other, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
Mike and I know of somebody that's renting buildings right up the road here.
Okay.
So we'll ask him too and come back with a figure.
And I know a property owner that's renting buildings down the road, I'll ask them if
Okay.
they can do that
Okay,
works.
so you'll get back to Lynn. Direct.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect, okay.
Perfect.
All right, sounds good. Do we need anything else, Lynn, for
No,
that?
that's
I don't,
awesome.
okay. As far as a response, you can tell them that we're
Research.
finding out what's going on with the market, and we'll get back to you.
Okay.
All right, public comments? Any comments? I don't see any public. Everybody received the monthly rider and mileage reports. Are there any questions or anything else with that? If not, we'll have a motion to receive and file.
I'll make a motion to receive and file monthly rider and mileage reports.
I'll second. Okay.
And I'd like to add, I hope the roads get a little better, because the gravel roads are terrible. It's gotta be terrible for the drivers.
Yeah, I rode my motorcycle and I lost it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor. If there's no questions on the motion, all in favor of receiving and filing the monthly rider and mileage reports, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Ladies first, any comments? Lori?
No comments, thank you.
No.
Ed? Nope.
Nothing?
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Jack?
Well, I would have said this under trolley update, I would have probably had no comments here, but yesterday I took the benefactor for a walk around Oxford and walked into several restaurants and an insurance agent. And when I walked into Cornelia Farm Bureau in Oxford,
She just moved in?
yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, you're the guy who paid for the trolley." And, you know, it just taken aback because he was there. Then we went into Victoria's, same thing.
No.
Oh, everybody knows who this guy is. So we're walking through town and you know, it's fun to see, oh, there's a guy that paid for the trolley. He goes, man, I didn't know I was this popular. But the comments back were, look, we haven't even seen the beginning, because as it gets warmer, it's gonna be getting more and more use. And, you know, my fear is we need somebody standing by with somebody to pick it up, because if it gets so busy, this 45 minutes you heard about, because somebody had to go to the bathroom, those are gonna be your sore spots.
Well, we've kind of indemnified ourselves
Yeah.
so that when things like that, we're not held accountable.
We have indemnified ourselves, but notice still all over it.
Yeah, you're right.
So it was all good, everybody was happy, and can't wait to see more and more of it. Thank you.
Anything, Joe?
I just had one question. They're not going down Baldwin yet or anything. Anybody on that group that wanted to, well, we wouldn't be able to service them, but
Right, this is the time lapse, there's the
No,
one vehicle,
DDA.
you know, so it's,
that's a whole different.
right.
Because Baldwin's not in the DDA.
Right, but they could put a consortium together of all their restaurant people.
So could I.
And pay for it. Maybe that could be the odd days,
Okay,
you know, that they're
enough,
not running.
enough speculation. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
That was the, I gave him the last vote.
All in favor of adjourning at 5:26, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Thanks for your attendance. Our next board meeting is April 21st. Mark your calendars. And thank you, everybody.